Senator Zay, you had a question.
We try and move bills. We try and legislate.
And there it is, right, plain as day. They're not even trying to hide it anymore. They're talking about wanting to get rid of child labor laws because they don't think it's right, because the laws are out of date. They need to be gone. They're after your children. State after state now is trying to come after your kids because they know they can't get adults to work subpar jobs with subpar wages. So they're going to have your children doing it. Fast food's not good enough now. They want your kids working the jobs that you can't because you can't afford to live on the crappy wages. And they're not even hiding the fact anymore that they think child labor laws should be gone. It's getting really bad. Really, really bad. Go watch that video and please go subscribe to and follow More Perfect Union. They're on multiple platforms. They provide a lot of good content, a lot of articles you should be seeing if you're not. They do some commentary and stuff. It's usually very short, but this is getting ridiculous. What is it going to take for everybody here to understand that making children, minors, work is not a good thing? And the problem is you're going to have a lot of adults like, oh, it builds character. But it doesn't. It doesn't. And none of the examples that guy provided about how it was better for those kids are good enough. It's not. Because just because a kid can't look at their teacher because they're nervous and they're learning it from a job, that's a life skill they'll get later on. It isn't like if they don't start working at 14, they're just never going to get these skills. But he admits what it is, too. They want to get these kids certifications and stuff early on. They want to lock them into careers so those kids have no choice. These kids won't have an option for college anymore. They won't. Schools, and this has been talked about, schools were designed to condition kids to work in a factory setting. And then that kind of got out of date, but schools didn't change. A lot of the curriculum is so messy at this point that kids are not getting all the information they need. They're not being prepped for jobs of now or the future. It's just not happening anymore. And the way we work and the way work is done has changed. A lot of people could say, no, it hasn't, but it has. It's not the same as it used to be anymore. A lot of jobs are outsourced. A lot of manual labor jobs are requiring different things. It's not as easy to just walk on a job anymore. And I've seen so many videos of people out of touch for what the job market is. It's ridiculous. I saw a video the other day where somebody was talking about how you just need to walk into that business and you need to tell them that you had an interview and they'll give you an interview. No, they won't. You either get escorted off the premises or they'll tell you to come back later and you've wasted everybody's time. And that's if they even call you back at that point, because now you've made yourself look bad. This is not the 1940s, 50s, 60s, 70s, or even the 80s and 90s. This is even 2000. We're in the year 2024. All of the outdated work advice that keeps getting circulated is so old, and things have changed in the last 24 years, that it's not the same anymore. So what do you guys think? What would you do if you found out that it was now legal for your state to have child labor? How would you handle for your kids' education? What plans do you have to combat this? Do you support it? Keep your comments civil, but do you support this and why? I'm interested to hear that side of it. I haven't heard general people talking about they support this. I've heard plenty of people claim to be small business owners that are for this, and that's just disgusting. If you're a small business owner and you are not doing well enough to pay your employees, you're going to turn to making children work at your job. That's awful. That's really awful. You should not have a business. But what is the common person who is not on TikTok, who is not a senator, a congressperson, or in politics? What are your thoughts on this if you're for it? I haven't heard that portion. I want to hear what your thinking is and where it's coming from. If you're against it, let me know as well and put your comments in there and tell me what you think. It's just mind-boggling at this point, the lows that this country's getting to.